Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Now
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central. Hosted by ABUSAH and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, Kamagado waits on Tohia na Amashama va Egba for one G Egba Yenye Mianovi Efo David ABUSAH Ye Mia Domanoga Egba Abale Kemi Jegoma Aba Kosh Abalechi de Kaya Vayi Ye mido ship Afayama Enya Apatohia there in a sense but Afayama we are having the Ceana election. It anya bakle da Nicole Mikomyado Pi Savo we would bring you all the contestants for the Ceana executive positions. So far we have been able to interview some of them already. We are continuing with the series. Egba, we have the director, one of the candidates contesting for the director of administration. DOA. So we are going to continue that conversation. It's a Madowizonami, Ceana Central. Abaleke minye na mina minyapa. Mama said you yehan on a fear every week me one. Because she is a candidate mikwe ba manyoba yana no other candidates will interview mo yeta recuse edopi yeta miada bena miada mianovi miada da Nicole over time warm alaka gbagba ita mara mi pere munye na mi ada bena ita mal dezoma yide Atlanta, Georgia. Numavek Miada da Nicole Larba. Nyankonya for Steve. Nicole Larba, once again, welcome to the show.
Thank you for Steve. Oh, hearing an echo. First, Steve, what happened to you last week is happening to, okay, there you go. I think it's gone now. I'm about to say you gave me your thing from last week. Oh, that pena me siame mi always on kaka mi ole java or don that pena mi be mi le muaji that pena yo ho abe mi le fia kudomi that pena mi nkonyito if be first blood and nkonyito that Larba Nicole Makafui aka that name Miami Nyam the host na free culture every Sunday from 4 p.m. or 8 p.m. GMT. So mnona mwaji sibe eleke fo Steve Glanenia George Nambena milate wonuya mi akplo mi sia mi vani mi akpo mi a JC mi abe candidato but mi a JC mi abe candidat but agamea ne mi kpo le Ceana ne mi kpo le Ceana TV Ceana Central ne mi kpo wa mi anya me konya et puis ane ole electe mi selecte o mi voter na wa mi anya nu kenti mi voter na wa elle vevere parce que souvent mi pona me over mi jenasi o mi nyana me konyo mi nkenti o vote oro why are you even here now you know before they get the position you know why they are there and their qualification so that pena mi anto mi nyanye maintain blog and be ai kaka ela do afile that stop it so I want to say thank you FOC for inviting me. Thank you for allowing me to do this. I say thank you all for joining us. We are so excited about what we are doing here. I think it's very, very important that we do this. We get to showcase our people who are sacrificing their time to make Ceana what it is. So we are just excited to showcase them and share their get to know them better, right? So I am Nicole Larba Makafui, as I said, and I am a host for Africulture every Sunday right here. Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to 4 p.m. We start at 4 p.m. Or 8 p.m. GMT if you're watching from Ghana, from Togo, from everywhere else. So I want you, and I was told that I need to know how to, put myself out there. So I am also my personal. I do have a chatty one called that is my private, YouTube channel. So I want you guys to check it out. when I post, Agriculture is posted on both channels. So I want you guys to check it out. I post every week. I always have content there. So check me out there. But I am just so grateful to sit in for Empress Mousy here today. And I know we are not done. We are coming back next week. So for Steve, that is enough about me. I want to just thank you for Steve and thank you all. And we want you guys to let us know what you enjoy. We want your comments. We want to hear from you. We want your questions. And for David needs to hear your questions and he needs to know who's watching. You need to know that you are supporting him. So make sure that you are sending us comment, because if we don't see the comment, we won't know that you are supporting, you are watching. So thank you, for Steve. With that being said, without further ado, let's get it started.
Says Nicole, you tell me I got the ways on I'm a shama, but like me don't benamia, egba mi lafia mia interview. One of the two candidates vying for the director of the director of administration for Ceana. Egba we have Mr. David ABUSAH. On Nicole's show, we'll have the second candidate, which is Miss Melba. Mrs. Melba Foley Dogbe will be. So Egba, it is for David's show. It Mia Dezon, Mia Ayu, Allo Mia Do Wizoni, Ka Marku Mia Poba for David, Manyaba Makwela Green Room. We saw it for David in the green room, so let's see if we can get it for David on screen. For David, we have probably figure for David. Oh, for David, Marco one time, no babam the green room of you, Marco Mianco Sama.
Mami Ankosa,
Marco Kaways on Yo. This is not the first time that you are in the hot seat, Gaka. Agbamia got the ways on talk here now. Marco at one the docu, Afia. Miaba and Nupola back Miaba Nyasala. I can mark for David and Marco Mesham and then make sure you share the link, and whilst you are on Miaba YouTube channel, make sure you share, you like, and you also subscribe. For David, Marco ways on low. Marco at one the docu.
Ayo Akbe of Steve that Nicole. I've marked the Pinafia. Matu aromane nidi tu kokata ajoge le pifwe yemi amikata ala kaji nidi ose numa chuchu piere choboni abala fo Steve Lena nkwanyenye David ABUSAH jo angloga bati le school de demain to school major school comme l'anglois paira anglo school quand va ir academy après va ir KNUST le Kumasi mon first degree and master's degree my graduate KNUST and master's in chemical engineering. Mau dola Ghana apa veru mapu padura Amerika kala Amerika mau dola South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control la Colombia for a couple of years, I think between 5 to 6 years. That's why I joined dola la fonction maudace air environmental engineer as a air permit writer. I think my job is Georgia Pacific ou the local plant Texas. Je fais un NACO champion and Ecolab company. La position of Makata maudace environmental manager. I feel via Madame le Lion Del Bezel. And a chemical distillery Houston, Texas, Afiagoji as environmental engineer. Lenya professional field in Yama Akwe.
Oh, ka akpe mia agado wizono. That Nicole, for David has given us a very elaborated history of, well, a background of who he is and his education that stems from all the way being born in Angloga till here in the US and being very busy in the Houston area. He's in the big oil, Texas state of Houston. So I'm sure he's going to bring a lot of money to the position of the director of admin. Do you have any questions for him?
I am. Most of the time we look at some people, we meet, right? And we talk and then we see all the time, but you really don't know what this person does and what their background. You never really know. Me, unless we do this. That's why I'm just so excited that we are doing this, because I never knew this about you. I did not know you are an engineer. I did not know your background. You are from Angloga. I'm sure you probably said it, but so it's exciting to get to know you, even though we meet all the time as Ceana, the activities. It's important. It's just exciting for us to do this. So you have, yes, and for Steve said you have these extents, you have this long, and because in my head, one question I was going to ask you, why do you want to do this? Why do you think you're qualified for this? Why do you choose this? And I can see where you are, but just to dive into the questions, and we want to be fair because we've been asking the same questions. The line of questioning, we want to stay in the line of questioning. We're going to come back and ask. I have specific questions for you later. But right now, I want to, for you to give us, I know you gave us your history. Blomia, name like Blobig Benyom, so I know you understand my Togo again. So I want to ask you to give us history of the activity and your achievement you have engaging in Ceana specifically. So we want to start with that, and then Nia Trova, Nia Popoteoji. So for David.
Ayo, akbar daniko. Le Ceana Bajia, Role Association of Houston Bajia. Manya Ceana Vice President, Babai. Afi currently Manya President na Every Association Houston. Yen and Makaha 2022 Ceana Convention, she may host the Houston. By then, I Houston President, so I second Vice President na Ceana. Yen Makemanya Chairman of the Convention Planning Committee. Mawutokla Miamagere Babai le planning 2022 convention right immediately after COVID-19 pandemic. Hafi Mabadro of Magojia Mano Ceana new project committee for a very long time, since we formed around 2017. New project committee, our me one of those select na new project. So in the market, no new project implementation committee hammer. Ye if you feel like aro magale Ceana magazine committee Ceana magazine committee is one of the new committees she can form during Ceana 2022 convention. Ko awo do nwi mi ko do nwi tala ali va sereba. If fleki hamala Ceana grant writing committee ye Iva ha Ceana form a welfare committee, a 5-member welfare committee. Mala any chairman of that committee, 5-member welfare committee, me research on welfare opportunities you can Ceana maybe strategy I take advantage of algorithm. My chair committee me would at the Ye nanamaka ha Ceana Clough. Avoye mi to fleke mi afia do voye to mi ga former Ceana committee, Clough committee, mala Ceana Clough committee mahama.
Okay.
Hafi ajiji maka kwanga kure kakure ntino. Magbani be manya idea onye be nyawo Ceana vo. Kakua maglobe I was the chief strategist and coordinator. Imi printed Ceana Pavo for the first time in 2017. By virtue of that, you can go get a Ceana Clough committee. You know, Clough committee,
Okay.
man, just a very short background history. By them, I know Koma, Kakanyama no Clough committee.
Okay.
Can you join the other Doshina Clough committee? As a normal routine, Clough committee ever report, Namila call meeting, but Ale yo do menyehi. Who challenges are over, maybe discuss it at a local level. Maybe discuss a local level based on a pushback from local and so some advice. I step up. A good okata ho na Ceana Clough committee because of the challenges Ceana Clough committee face. Like I say, many do idea without my effort, come in, we actually hit a roadblock. That is why I was a coordinator, and I use my negotiation skills. Maybe in a time negotiation skills and how to solve problems for problem solving. Anyway, committee role
Okay, it is your Java or a pay time way. So it was Java. So you are selling yourself very, very much. And I appreciate that. So committee your pata ole me okay, fifi ogbaleji ba so asope ya. Ogbaleji ba so asope ole committee your pata me. So ele fion be na OJC ole committee sugbon wo do sugbon. Donc anyemangba tembi o se be na. What is your qualification? Why do you want to do this? Nyamagba tembio or doka. Akpen on the long list of history. Mdonku Ceana 2022 Houston. We were there. So mdonku on kwata so akpen on miawe wodo. We virtually Java odo. Enyobe nyayo kwata ko glonamia. Georginam jamena. Ole domiabe egbea. Anyway, mata tie wan over miracle après. Donc I Georgina mi bena ode enu yo pota ko committee yo pota avo be print yacha ode pota nu ko pota wa Georgina mi bena mi nye parce que si bere ke mi blone na nyanyem nyo e fo Steve tam nyo e fo Steve nye fa nyanyem ke nyo yo pota. Donc I nyo bena mi abe view o wa me college a voter na wa chon la nya wa jesi o ne wa nya nu ko wa est-ce que on kwata ko waresko gbali qualify ne anyi DOM so ne George Nambe na de fiomi ke gba poto wa ne tan le ami agba se poti ochan sino ape kakabo de ni opota so fiomi be na ame sugbon le wo do be Ceana ba ingo na mia enu kenti Ceana le doa George Nami be na America oreka osodoko na nyiwo no committee opota wo ni opota ke mimnyo wa donc enyo be na o de fiomi. Donc, I pay no kakabo so fiomi. And for Steve, before I get to you, I pay my question. If we go and what do you understand about this? And we're going to ask you. We have to ask you. What is your understanding of DOA position? We have to ask you that. So, can you explain that to us? What is your understanding and what the expectation that you understand? Parce que obey le DOA. What is the understanding for people who don't know? What does this position entail?
Akbe, Sister Nicole, DOA, I'm the Director of Admin. According to my Ceana Constitution, that position is the head of administrative position, le Ceana. And it's a very vital position, Ceana, and because Maglu is a very vital important. Maglu because the roles and responsibilities so that other positions so that have a fiduciary responsibility. Kaka as a director of admin that have the responsibility of a fiduciary responsibility that is in a position of trust. That fiduciary that's in a position of trust.
Okay.
Layo do nama arubo would all other executives, secretary, financial controller, PRO, president, recommend president, vice president, kata recommend to that is more or less like a coordinating responsibility. I make sure that documents so they are in compliance with federal and state regulations. North America, including Canada. And have no on compliance. A long standing history le Donald Ceana Padona Matala. I am in the right position and I have excellent knowledge about Ceana Padona. No matter how manu ajoke sitting on the fence, but no we I wanted to bring my expertise to the forefront. And at the same time, that will give me the opportunity to mentor Amaro in future.
Amen. Amen.
Because here, Ceana reflect here, I think we are in a very vital situation. Me expand a lot. Just to go back, my first Ceana convention there was 2009.
Okay.
Atlanta, Georgia. That was my first Ceana convention. Since then, I never missed a couple, except 2011 Toronto become a Nunimano Domo. But 2012, I team my team by them in South Carolina. My team some people me drive. Then Hurricane job. Anyway, I have a long-standing Ceana activities. So I'm ready to bring my expertise on board, especially I mentor the young ones, so that all to the growth of the association, Ceana organization.
Okay. Your strategic expertise, your for Steve, ebe strategic expertise, ebe negotiation expertise. We need that, right? We need that's what we need. We need that negotiation expertise. We need you to expand on that. And also, you also said this is a position of trust. I want to hold you to that as well. And for Steve, before I carry on, thank you very much. Me that bit on that bit no and now pay response. Why for Steve? You have anything for David?
Yes, of course I do. I'm a guy, Marco Lucky. I have a negotiation skills. Yeah, I would dog back grant writing committee. Marco, a grant writing committee are they Marco at one nami what you've done there on that committee and the achievement of that grant writing. I'm assuming but you mean Ceana Grant Writing Committee. Marco Menyama. Marco at one nami the work you have done on there with your negotiating skills are they like then navigate the grant writing waters to to bring some grant. Well, Marco, let me just leave it as that. Give us a little background as to what you have done there and what that grant writing committee have been able to do for Ceana thus far.
Okay, for Steve. Ceana level grant writing committee my global me chopper sources story I reckon based on kuhevu vidiaro ta ni kumio na sigere so far nyebe miti kumie them miti ko them have putting ideas together. The process we got okay make the process so our the committee member we have a grant writer she can direct na me my global for some couple of months na me ga dogo po that in that regards la there is no success story le Ceana level kaka outside Ceana level ma wo application rural some local stores aro. In a every association of Houston Fiagoji, me strategically locate position me but grant opportunities are really me tap into that. Just this year March, me apply for one grant me apply for grant Houston executive will aware of that. Me apply for grant waiting for a response. Grant who applying who approving quarterly. So I know for a fact, but the first quarter we didn't get it. Even to me submit application, the hope anywhere. If you never think with that quarter, like, wait for it for the next quarter. That is something we done. Now, in addition to that, going back in Ceana 2022, I commit the miagio. But miapo sponsorship to Ghana. Everything was to the advanced level. You never me a convention a very short period of time. Materialize. We've gone that far. You might blame on record by MoneyGram, a sponsor association meeting, no celebration of Houston Fiagoji. Temaka president of Houston Fiagoji. In Temaka MoneyGram over Ceana, the two occasions and you MoneyGram over Ceana convention, MoneyGram representative, a foot to me, and Nana Gami those days. The last check economy in 2019, check Abu because of the COVID, check Abuta, Malasorable Nito, Charlotte Muteji who check out. Check Abu, I follow with her until after the COVID, she don't go everything down over there. Yena na makaha le Houston Fiagoji ha dream ya Ceana 2022 convention makaha ma approach Ethiopian Airways. Me approach other airlines so but Ethiopian Airways who office like Houston I walked to the office myself and sat down across the table with the one in charge of that office. Outside Ceana that is the little I can give. Let me matter if within Ceana is that is why I wanted to step up. Because there are a lot of opportunities we can tap into. Academy be no manyango.
Yeah, Ceana for grant writing committee. You might global at Dolangonami because that committee has been functioning since Dr. Abochi Yedo committee Dr. Abochi Vajola Ziaji for Dr. Chachunya Madivahui. In about a month and a half or thereabout. Yeah, but if you have no success, there is no success story to share. Well, you're not bombed up. The next administration, there will be a huge success story. Agba, we are talking to for David ABUSAH, who is vying for the director of admin. Yeah, me and Yao Drum plea. I take a short break day. No abaji echiada no one no trova ne mia iji mi afia no ga gara ka apple like Eastern Standard Time. Yet Americo ha to acho abeji chiviada anuga ka afi na chua make sure ba a share link and a share link and you're not in of you but no yida mi apa site ade no yida mi apa YouTube channel ade Americo me subscribe. I'm not anytime because as Ceana TV is like me programs anytime we are live day you will get a notification no hana keep updated. So you are watching Ceana Central. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with for David ABUSAH and Nicole Larba. Keep watching.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Mawushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Hey, ABUSAH-CANDIDATE. It's been a while. How have you been? Have you heard about Ceana 2025 in Dallas? It's going to be the biggest event of the year.
Oh, Pastor Martin, so good to see you. I've heard some buzz about it, but tell me more. What makes it so exciting?
Oh, where do I even begin? It's a 4-day celebration filled with culture, networking, and unforgettable experiences. Plus, they've made registration super easy.
Really? How do I sign up?
It's so simple. Just go to www.dallasaves.org. Again, www.dallasaves.org and pick your package. You can even add a $60 excursion to explore Dallas in style.
That sounds amazing. But what about hotel accommodations?
Oh, no worries. The convention registration is linked to the hotel reservation. When you register, just select if you need a hotel and the dates you will be staying.
Oh, that is so awesome. And I don't need 2 lanes?
Yes, you will get an email from the Sheraton DFW Hotel with your reservation details and a credit card authorization form to finalize it. And the best part, you won't be charged for your room until you check out.
Oh, this is really convenient. Anything else I should know?
Yes, as if the package wasn't already great, they just announced that everyone who registers now gets a complimentary buffet-style American breakfast at the hotel.
Oh, no way. That's such a great deal. I don't want to miss out. I'm registering right away before I forget.
That's the spirit. Let's lock in our spots and make Ceana 2025 unforgettable.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yeah, Nicole. Right. So, for David has given us a lot to talk about.
Yes.
He's given us a very extensive educational background, and also his very extensive the Ceana Circle work. And he's given us an idea about his understanding of the role of the DOA's position. Do you have any? I think he's still backstage. Do you have any follow-up questions for him? Probably in the area of having done all this, maybe let's see what he intends to do. For what do you think? Okay, let's get back to for David and see. For David, where go Lafma? Okay. Yo, Nicole be a bialo. Marco Menyelo, Nicole, Marco went to be our question.
So, David, first of all, David, why not Kwame, Kosi, Kojo, Kokuvi? Why do you opt it out? Do you know why you have no Kwame, Kosi? Do you have any of the other names you want to share? Because I love to know our traditional names. You have one?
Nyanko Rosso Bonto. Namano Nyanko Yamagba.
Okay.
Kaka mayeko ene bia ko maye no ka ni ma jilo question agbo. Nkonye David Doche ABUSAH. Doche komito nyenya lo ni o. Ye mayu madasuku pli ha. Onya ba nkonye kluche. So nyakunya kluche Doche. Afi nyazagba nkova. Nyazagba nkova nyemala gbawara kaji ota ya nyima yoni. Kako jimla azan regbe. The best azan le Kihamakata azama go jimma kaka jen konye David Doche ABUSAH officially. le document ready atinya kwa ngonye kuchi.
Okay. Enyo akpe. So if David. Ceana Okpata, except I think the one you said, no Ceana me, Nyanu ke olejo, Nyanu ko, so kaka, you even say obey Ceana 2029, 2009 in Atlanta, Ceana Okpata, host Ceana, le Houston, been there, you've been there, Noemi, Okpo no Okpata, Fifiade, I pay a background ko nami, enu ko Okpata o Ceana, enu ko Okpata ontonya, Leonto agbe onto mi skulu enusi anu ko akepata ko sofiom yegbeare efo David ne eso after Ceana yo bena oho position ya kudo ape eni a experience o potare enua meton ke o pobo latin wo yo la changer ye bela embetterment of Ceana right now le ko puedo parce que experience ko those strategic background that you have, negotiation. Parce que you are talking about Ethiopian Airlines. I would love for us to have some kind of contract there. MoneyGram, not just 1 year, but every year. For example, these companies that we are spending money, mile zao, mile zamyabega, le usual. They should be paying for, they should be doing something for us for all the expenses that we are doing, all the things that the businesses that we're doing with them. Blonami nemia se benadi ape expertise woke la si ofifia nkeo okpobena le kokpobela pero Ceana ntiro minyabo over evil voa going forward, because we still need to make Ceana better. There are things we have to work on. Le kokpobenade nkeo latin onami ye enola changio for the betterment of Ceana. What can you? I know it's a loaded question, but just give us what you can. Olate onamia, put it down for us. Break it down for us right now, if you don't mind.
Akbe nyamama kakama o correction kanyamanya na mention actually manya Ethiopia Airline na ko response chobo. My sponsor me 2022 is Turkish Airline. Nama mention it.
It's Turkish. Okay.
Let me correct that. It's Turkish Airlines. Manya Ethiopia. Okay. Turkish Airline. Yeah. The sponsor. That is what we got there.
But we can try Ethiopian Airlines because we're doing a lot of business with them.
Now.
Yeah. No. So we don't want to.
Later Ethiopian Airline that year, all of them, a lot of them. Look, you mention the 1 year successful. I imagine my mention that Turkish Airline. Okay, yo, Akbe. Question and idea. You might want to know a loaded question that I will try to give you a simplified version. Answer. Can I hear a loaded answer? I'm ready for it. I will give you the loaded answer.
Okay. Give us the simplest one, simplified for us, and then we can build on that and see if that is enough for if we have more.
Okay. Let me start from the bottom. And the last one, now simplify one.
Okay.
Ima want to know thick and thin of Ceana. The convention, my executive, you may belongs to Ceana. Ye mabano center stage in 2022. I manyenyo kata yiji. A new ton. Imi wana in a year. Even though me wanna know other things like specific or no ton to me wana. In a Ceana convention, scholarship and project. Those three things. That my focus will touch on all those three.
Okay.
Kaka, my mention 5 of them no. 5 of them are probably teacher improve upon the Ceana convention. She can convention fee so no too much expensive both attendees and the host association. We have look for opportunities to improve upon our scholarship program. Education scholarship program in school that is in one of the oldest program near Jegoma scholarship high school students. So it's long time I expand upon that.
Okay.
To attract other areas. That I will touch on that. Then I will touch on youth development and empowerment.
Okay.
I will touch on youth development and empowerment. Then we'll do Ceana Media and Ceana Projects.
Okay.
Together, Ceana Media and Ceana Project, because I put Ceana Media under project. Ceana Media and Ceana Project. Okay. Then the highest on this will be strategic policy development.
Okay.
Strategic policy development matter in twofold. First of all, I'll work with Secretariat and core. Okay. Improve upon core meetings. So how can we meet every month? That does not mean we don't do meetings. We do meetings. There is room for improvement. Okay. I have an effective meeting which is very, very productive within the 2 hours that we meet. No, okay. You meeting I extend so I would come up with a recommendation.
Okay.
So that core and secretariat to work with, improve upon it.
Okay.
Improve upon records keeping. Oh, let me go back to the Ceana meetings. The Ceana meetings, man. Let me meetings as there are some Maradona ideas, which demand a follow-up action.
Okay.
If later we don't have a very good system of tracking those follow-up actions, so the following meeting, then it falls through the crack. No matter how good that idea, I'll work with, I'll use my project management expertise to track how we work with the secretary. Sorry, that's one of my functions. Work with the secretary. Track the action items, so from one meeting to another meeting to the logical conclusion. Okay. You need a good policy document, a good idea, so we'll carry it through and implement. You need a good idea, we'll live it through. Then when we come to record keeping, recently, a few years ago, me is an Yahoo group mail system. I save all my documents away. System since Yahoo suspend using that operating that system document katababu. However, amaye yokata the new core members yokata policy document role nyeshiva yo munyam it is part of my as part of the policy development. But we set up I work with core and secretariat again. Come up with a very small group. Go back and review all those policies. Akwera policies more which improve update. Now update we assign the necessary people who update policies more. Then we bring all the policies up to current. Now policy document is supposed to be a living document. Then we are set up a time limit. Maybe every 5 years, every 7 years, we go back and review whether there is a change or not. We go back and review it. Now, all those policy documents, we are now in a technological world. All those policy documents will be put up in we'll use Microsoft platform. There are a lot of Microsoft platform and application. We use all those Microsoft platform and save all our policy documents over there. Another new core member, straightforward, we just give access to that core member. Then the core member will have access to all the list of the policies we have in place. Now, the policy document, that is going to be something which is a low-hanging fruit, something we can do quickly to make we core members our meetings and our work very, very easy. Now whenever idea from a local association, Mara implement an idea of local association, which work good for them. We open the door, bring those ideas to Ceana. Let's share those ideas, because Marakama invent an anaka. We are all doing things, so we are looking for opportunities for improvement. So we work very effectively with all the core members and the secretary very well in such a way where I improve upon the way we do things, especially at core and secretary level. That does not mean the current team, they're not doing a good job, but always there is room for improvement, and that come under strategic policy development. Actually, there were 5 things which were listed. And I'll just expatiate on one. The remaining 4, I'll hold it so that because it's a loaded question, I don't want to give it a long question.
Yeah. And your Akpe. And for Steve, you have something or you saw question bullet as you are so queen for Davida.
for David Backler than Nicole.
Mm.
For David, Marco Afonucho, a lot of things he feel but can't be done. And one of the area you spoke about Yenya as Ceana Media and projects. Is that not correct? About Ceana Media and projects. Okay, but you have been part of the Ceana fraternity for quite a while. And before the Ceana Media that you and I are on today came up, the idea came up. At the time, you had a very interesting take on the Ceana Media idea. Do you mind sharing your thoughts with us? But what ideas that you had, I feel, would have been a better way of enhancing the concept of Ceana Media at the time?
Steve, question, I think the question is loaded and I think you went back. So I'll try as much as possible to give you an answer. But if not, you can give me a follow-up. Okay, my brother, Dr. Kwame Bonare. Before you think, I thought. Happy Ceana now come up with the idea, but you have a Ceana Media. I supported that idea. Near joining Ghana one time, and I started working with a TV station. Started conversation with a TV and radio station. She can broadcast now as far, even though a blue bomber TV, and people can broadcast now to voter region. I was able to tune to that TV channel and then listen to the FM. So I started talking to them. But like me, I teacher collaborate Ceana, so that Ceana at least have some few hours on their TV and an FM channel. I just very shortly. I just scratched the surface. The core meeting. There was no follow-up. We should have a system of tracking our action item from meeting to meeting. In that case, we can improve upon it. That no never follow up with the idea of core meeting that time that particular meeting man. Nemi a general goma. Happy Ceana va introduce the Ceana Media. Taye Ceana Media pa idea va it was thumbs up. I embraced the idea, but oh yes, this is the same thing I was thinking about. That is matter before you think. I thought that it is something I was working behind the scene. Ceana Media yeah, I embrace the idea. That quickly my share discussion with a TV. No, it's a radio FM presenter. Yeah, radio FM presenter. Anglo proposal. Alkokotoji must submit Ceana for consideration. In fact, it was a laudable idea. The starting, I wouldn't say it was rough. It's good. Okay, it's high time we should do regular review of everything we do. It's part of internal audit. No, but audit is when things are bad. Audit gives us opportunity to go back and look at the way we do business, the way we are doing things. Are we following policies? Are we following our own policies? What areas do we need to improve upon? What I will have expect from current Ceana Media, which I believe they have been doing it. They go back and review of a program, of a viewership numbers. How is the program attracting other people? Once in a while, they set up an anonymous pool, survey, so no matter how good you are, always there is room for improvement. That Ceana Media is a laudable idea. I would like us to improve upon it. So no matter Secretariat Mala, whatever ideas I have before Ceana Media was born, I'll bring those ideas to the bare front. Probably like improve upon the current operating of the Ceana media. Akbe.
We are benefactors of the Ceana media. Marco, but Papa, your boss lady, like ever she's watching us from Chicago. Boss lady, I see you are chilling in Chicago. And your boss lady, Mama said, if you are, and your Mrs. Toji, Akbelo. I'm watching from Chicago. We are way like Dojilo, Akbe now, away. Any Agbadum like Chicago. Akbad. Marco, a very good friend of mine, do a question at the other time. Nicole, Marco, just a second. Look. Yeah, a very good friend of mine sent me a question. But my be up. Has there been any time that you have made, Marco? Let me read the question the way it was sent to me. Marco, just give me 1 second. Look. Marco, kindly tell us a time you made a mistake and how you resolved that mistake. After David.
Akbe. Yeah. Arome na bia. Yes. Ya de todo lobe toma de la igbanze. Na globe aruma kama licha globe yima wana mistake. Maisha ma wana avodada. Ka vodada ya me na no stronger actually. Vodada ya me na no stronger actually. Professionally lenya doma nama vodada la doma immediately my report na na supervisor. Beni jonye yaroni jinye. Who advise now, this is the way I resolve it, or this is the way we can resolve it. Before that's a very big issue. That is the first one. Because Mawana in a position of trust. I take the first step to report it immediately. Myself. I report immediately. Let me go back to Ceana 2022. Manya voda da onye perseo kabu nwa we were faced by the circumstances and the situation. Inye be temike no hotel select me or conventional. Hotel ki atecha accommodate me. Me put me list all the factors down. Hotel atecha accommodate me. Ye location anyo agahanyo la affordable. It's about 45 minutes drive from the airport. It was a challenge. I get into contact with that. Me start contract with the hotel. When you have conventional gala, I have transport to airport lay. Me arumi hukolo kono sugola. Me appeal na Ghanaian community la hisabe. Ta ne nyimenya mi amagarami nya. Ama vetutu kuvuna mi at least ometon kuvuna mi ye kuvana mi from the airport eva fegodia eva hotel menya fepetonyo abluvionya. Ta no nyebe I ran into similar situations la not necessary mistake la I try to leverage akwerabe fike ma teja ko help la ha amola history every association la history teja ko pepe kaka responsible solo. So we go out because me and Ghanaian community those 3 volunteers because we're willing. We just Houston ha. Yeah, in that same convention in terms of registration goma. They belong to Ghana Urban Movement. They are young adults who belong to Ghana Urban Youth Movement. That before it to become a mistake or a challenge, a big problem, Jinabama I solve the problem behind the scene. Leverage Apuna Mabubu, who can come and help us, assist us to achieve success. At the end, Jirula Gojimila. Akbar.
Yo, Malcolm Glover, Nyaba boss lady was online. Nyaba boss man is online. For Patrick Ajadu, I had to acknowledge him. For Patrick Ajadu, Wezolo, thank you for joining us. Marco, listeners and those of you watching us, we need your comments. Please send us some questions as well. Nicole, take it away.
I pay for Steve. So, obena enuko letonami efo David enyibena. I'm dark parce que I didn't know mistake was vodada. So dark I learned something today. I couldn't think of it. So I for that. So ole blobena mistake enemy or mistake or take now ownership or take responsibilities and you report it or glone or msone wulano. Parce que no so wula le java ya san o le java nya no glanze de kai nyo. Donc enyi nene nye chamo na nwewa nene midola no nwewa. Et donc, Georgina nene o wana, vodada lo challenger, nene o pone, nene o handle ne wa. Fifia, mbena, donc o le blanc chambena, mi la plan nou sweme. Allo, donc nene mi do la no plan, mi do la plan nou sweme, ne o mistake. O one day ke munyo. Allo, no matter what it is, it's a challenge. We learn from it. Mi plan nou sweme. Donc, à peu view, le kokpon anoro so mistake avoda dadna e question que so dora e Georgina mbo dwenti nenia parce que nene mi dola no wenwa. Et puis, au gloran chance abena, the position you're searching, you're applying for is position of trust, right? So it has to be embedded into that. So, akpeno, bena question ana me buchang bado question de kuku mi bio efo David nemia pobenya kele sima efo David akpeno fifiare mi susukayo le de e Ceana be candidate a 2025 be candidate ware leko po candidate what is your idea, what is your thought, what is your thought about the candidate so far? I want to switch things a little bit.
Yeah, Akbar Daniko. Nyama globe manya nyarufu nya be mau komentar ka cho candidate ka mchio. Aro manya nya responsibility mau komentar ka cho candidate ka mchio. Ka bunwa. This is one platform me nami, aro Ceana media nami. Be miava ava kunfu pere to goba yiyama sokbo ha. Aroma ma chame tanti hupia bia ahu tanti pumonu de kweshila forum enjotala. Feel free na contact me, na contact the candidate one by one. Make your own assessment of the candidate. Happy name association, may I take a decision association level. Let me take a decision association level. Name a call up na convey about vote. Name double Dallas la name Augustman. Kan ik ma bona a tour la penya nyasla katanye be na candidate over no pum na mia miro to nwie nya wo mi to ya for own assessment akpara ba candidate does he pay attention to details manya make ko akon ko dara fa ko be your position a dollar nya a doga a pay attention to details a candidate have a spirit of ownership. Atija takes Ceana as his own personal job. So the decision made in the name of Ceana, na yin top of business or na yin top organization, will he or she make that decision? Put yourself by you own Ceana. Candidate do you think that candidate have a room for continuous learning? Is the person challenging enough? Does the person wanted to feel in his or her comfort zone? Be the biamurukio. Ye, na kwera whether candidate does he or she have those capability, continuous learning? Because need job continuous learning, we are currently 20 associations, Ceana. Mechichiga uma, mechiposoga uma, have interest. Kwa nkawe gym lord association ma, nke project, nke gym la Ceana, within Ceana. Manyaba miaba gwinyala call meeting, call secretary meeting call. You are there, you are not paying attention. It passed through here and then go through the other ESO. Let the person be involved. Is the person a team player? Because Ceana this is not our number one job. That we all need to be a team player. Position. Now, 80% of executive. Atecha will 60% of their responsibilities la a domacha marafejo. 80%. I'm not asking for 100%. Number 80% of the executive, 60% of the job are a domachi amarakajo. Kakeshi there are lapses. Follow through. What are the roles? Position in the core. What are your roles and responsibilities? What are you supposed to do? What new ideas are you bringing on board for the benefit of the job? You know, make position in the lere. I improve upon it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yes, there is room for improvement. This is how we do it. Is the person result oriented? Is the person a problem solving? The person have a problem solving initiative? We should always try to think outside the box. Does the person have a problem solving initiative? So those are the qualities. I'm just putting this in the limelight for everybody to listen. Please just listen and make your own assessment based on this subject line which I've just mentioned. Is the person pay attention to detail, ownership to work, continuous learning, team building and collaboration, result-oriented, problem-solving initiative? If you can get this, I think that's about seven points. If you can get 5 out of 7 from the candidate, then make your decision on that. Comment on any candidate. I like it, but there are a lot of competition. There are a lot of competition in the so that we have an opportunity to choose from the best.
That was my question, actually. My question was like a mix of it. Now we have a mix. Hey, that was what I wanted to focus on. That was the question. The question was, what do you think about it's not just one race. We have the younger people, we have the older, we have the middle, we have women, we have men. So that's what I wanted you to tell me, because you've been here for a while and it's a different this year. So that's what I wanted your feedback. But I thank you for giving us giving the viewers voter. For Steve, are we taking break? Hello, Mila, continue. Can we continue?
Yeah, I agree. Let's take a quick break. But I just want to recognize for Joshua. Joshua was one of the first to joined and commented, but he's watching from Colorado. For Joshua, Akbe Gada now. So we had Ceana Media thanked for Joshua. Then for Kenneth Amadu. But that's my present there. So thank you so much. Afi, my own boss lady, Empress Maushi Kujao Tuji, Mrs. Tuji. Akbe watching us all the way from Shawtown, Chicago. Akbe got it. Afi, for Patrick Ajadu. He's waiting to take the hot seat. He's contesting for the secretary. He is a current secretary. And he's contesting for it again. He's vying for it, but he does have a competition. So he's waiting to take the hot seat in another week or two to come. So be on the lookout for him. Afi our boss man, Dr. Chachu Nyamadi. But great job, Ceana Media. We thank you, we salute you. We continue to thrive under your able leadership. Akpe Gardener, Dr. Chachu Nyamadi. On that note, we are talking to David ABUSAH. He's giving us a lot. He's vying for the position of the Director of Administration. Now, we would come back. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we would like to ask him, having considered the candidate pool and having said that there are very great potentials in the candidate pool, why should he be chosen? So, that leader, Clodo, we'll take a quick break, and then when we're back at it, we will give you an opportunity to tell us why he should be chosen as the Director of Admin. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Steve and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Are you ready to start a rewarding career in healthcare? Become a certified home health aide in the state of New Jersey with our 2-week training program. Enroll today to begin your journey. It is simple. Email us at pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com to reserve your spot in our New Jersey Board of Nursing approved training course. Receive expert training. Our hands-on comprehensive home health aid program offers more than just knowledge. It provides real-world experience. Learn directly from seasoned professionals who will guide you every step of the way. Transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference. Begin your career with expert guidance and hands-on practice. You will be certified and ready to launch a successful career as a home health aide. Don't wait. Start your healthcare journey with us today. Contact us to enroll. Call us at 862-755-8464 or 848-218-1555 or 773-960-5416 or send an email to pccshhtrainingschool@gmail.com or newmanpccsinfo@gmail.com. What are you waiting for? Grab this opportunity to transform your future with skills that truly makes a difference.
Yes, YKKG, Akakafo, Arojo, Rokogo, Afuati Agamabiesa, Anyani Ato Junkling, Makaranamchi, Manananya Hui, Yenaba, Ashipali, Ikala Angama, Floss, Tasty Treat, Anyashipalika, Azena Azada, Shiada, a Kutapeo, a Snodapeo, no never a Jigazandum, Nano Banaba first course. Hello, starter. Anya no imbudu ika no nyabana ajibaya anno poma yema ajibaya dum papi adakwa to ko nyama naji Flows Tasty Treats product here nikanya ashitali adeya ala nu goma to ko nyama na ku de nya baba akwedama o pro pado strong pressure nyano adudum anu na mara shiada ji Flows Tasty Treats. And you know so Katabala engagement, wedding, official fee can hear me a pogger Alaba no po. Airtime Novina, Jagaba, Bohana Grabber, one no show. No Jimla Mojide. Jabana Tashida www.Flows Tasty Treats. Yola 212-915-9331. Jagaba Naji Flows Tasty Treat. Then I call Adara Wapadoma Nyanobutu. Flows Tasty Treat. I like the Flows tasty treat. I don't know, I'm at the corner share Flo's tasty treat. Alakpa, ayo la gazut. Jiomo, ehama karan lakana hao. Flo's.
Hey David, as-tu entendu parler de Ceana 2025 à Dallas? Ce sera le plus grand événement de l'année.
J'en ai entendu parler, mais dis-moi davantage, Richard. Qu'est-ce qui le rend si extraordinaire?
Oh, par où commencer? C'est une célébration de 4 jours remplis de culture, de réseautage et d'expériences inoubliables. Et en plus, ils ont rendu l'inscription super facile.
Vraiment? Comment puis-je m'inscrire?
C'est simple. Il suffit d'aller sur www.dallasairways.org et de choisir ton forfait. Tu peux même ajouter une excursion à $60 pour explorer la belle ville de Dallas en style.
Ça a l'air génial. Mais qu'en est-il de l'hébergement à l'hôtel?
Pas de souci. L'inscription à la convention est liée à la réservation d'hôtel. Lorsque tu t'inscris, il te suffit de sélectionner si tu as besoin d'un hôtel et les dates de ton séjour.
Oh, très intéressant. Et je n'ai même pas besoin de devis.
Pas du tout. Tu recevras un email du Sheraton DFW avec les détails de ta réservation et un formulaire d'autorisation de ta carte de crédit pour la finaliser. Et le meilleur, tu ne seras facturé pour ta chambre qu'au moment de ton départ.
C'est vraiment pratique. Y a-t-il autre chose que je devrais savoir?
Eh oui, comme si le forfait n'était pas déjà incroyable, ils viennent d'annoncer que tous ceux qui s'inscrivent maintenant bénéficieront d'un petit déjeuner américain, buffet et gratuit à l'hôtel.
Je n'en crois pas mes oreilles. C'est vraiment une offre spéciale. Je serai de la partie et je m'inscris.
Et voilà, réservons-nous maintenant, réservons nos places tout de suite et rendez-vous à Ceana 2025. Ce sera inoubliable.
Yo, madakuku medogo na Ceana mnola kaka anyamianovi agoti ya o mauna yile mopomna anyakure nufofu be madu pejina mi be Lucian Sogbe mo bi savo tam mele amoji bonalo ya jogo le Dallas lo mauna irani
Land of America abena bobo yewonya Land of America unti fafa bobo yenye Ceana now this is Lela Bobo. Malela how mane Ago na mi Ceana duao kwaya ma Ceana zaga du ma kwaya du gamele la Dallas 2025 ya gogovo ya association challenge have a fiem guda plero aba de cloviena akwai vai ma hababo de sia de jababa fli pepe gaka yodo gidime nya kaga chowia dova flade Greater Boston play Washington DC Metro Inc o do mi drinya afetwa de dankwane ba showdown time akayo nyena mega kla mega dogo le hohoblim hafio daje sia mega hohota feto Vincent kosi kla afeno akpene amatepi pakpelo fo hamavi yonye habobo yo le Washington DC Metro Inc o jagbagba difia afeto Patrick Sosu amaga Jonathan Safo kla Greater Boston hamavi okata ba zauza togbo ponele na vava yata Washington DC Metro Inc we hogban le foi vayama aka tami kam Greater Boston tola bo yo le gban hogala foi amade am vaga lo kadro ku kameola da Ivy Kwashi kla afo Francis Sagbafia UVA ade wongba gbade dega family foi ama miato yo le Chicago ade da Karo amako kla mama Saduji ka ganya Empress Mausi foi vayima me dong baba yo ma ko tolia ogake afo ya me ade laka ononoge ha afo Winfred Badama da Jesse Adoboe, Bella of Habobo Yola Dallas, ya. Yen Nueba, my patata, no give me a little fire, may I got me a dong but to head and me that lekan gola. Demia to a dun kunukla Jesse, I don't fear me. A novice of Habobo Yola, New Jesse. Dama Tilda, Bella Amagasa Shima Dovlo, and me tongue when a Dallas do Papuga, hey. Ewaga, Ewe Association of Georgia, Aika Colina Efo Ben, Utuche, a Kla Efo Godfred Amposa, and Yabanana Dega Fiamia. For David ABUSAH-CANDIDATE Dr. James Doe, Nkadege Houston le Fiamila Dallas Novinho Hababoyola Delaware Valley, for Kobla Doku, Amaga Dodoja, Bela for Patrick Ajadu. Demie Bonakpe Maboma Bode Kuganemila Dallas. Global Park Dr. Victor Doe, Bela Amaga Didier Klu. Mijagbagbanem yang ngom ya pa ubole gonozo abok pihena kamete tiala Dallas he. For Michael Fiati, Dr. Forgive Avogbado, a club Haboboyole North Carolina, Alekeha, Nukajo Jogala Dallas La Fayama, a Haboboyole Charlotte North Carolina, Apoto Ej Soa, Bella Apono Edith Tra, a Javier de Fito Finamba Milagbade Sere Jamba yo Bubu Dr. Chachunya Madi, Plamia Pongo Joa Legbaboa, Dacia Chianchi Henama Bubu he. I'm a vaga, a Haboboyole Columbus, a photoni Yomasopla Amaga Justice Audi, a Lekan Nogem Yapan Yaula Dallas La Payama, a novice Haboboyole New England, a for Doji, Damerikaja, Unkatutu to Damemiel New England at Bonnet Dallas Namiha, a Canadian Culture Organization of Ontario. Matutumia to enemy Yevugamahe. Are you planning to beat our Association of Charlotte, North Carolina this year? Myeganglebeba Magamagaola Jamohe. Nukuru to Heade Wanyana Afo Kofi Bekuli VP1 Rio Jababano Tahubunaji Koko Afo Eric Z. Kla Amagatoni Dobe. Nyafan Kuole Miajila. Afaboyole Cincinnati. Dayton, JK, Alo, McBuxton, Dr. Bernard Kadagwe, Afayamea, Zero, Ade Kamabu, Bugala Yamabu Japao, Mijababanem ya Fuasirem ya Fakotoko Makle, Amiato, and your local joke, I my judges, but Dr. Gatakwila Huyamako, Huyaman on your Gafuyamak, a wadu Fuyabo, Penalere, a Pahaboyola, Southern California, Dark Christine Tikata, a Fokafui Mensa. Bla afoto sama nu mauba amienya nu yimia tewa wo he nyele mia susunto nyele mokpom na mi le Dallas le payama afoto Joshua amawo amie wezo dono abanno la alokrola ye kele habobo yo le Colorado anwana ayi afo Cornelius akume akla afo Francis agbaka wo le magbano kwa vovoma liohe Dr. Wonyo da Harriet akla United Airway of Arizona amie mokpom ba me bangolo me pan koda gbagbala mala payama Amaga Ega Ante, Amiela Wokla Haboyola Quebec, Susuma Lagbagba, Miato, Miajababa Fosia Kojo, Galafay, Matutungo Bay, Dorangol, Ghana, Togo, Benin Toma, a Kafaya Mea, Milagaba said Jambamia Mia $1, Balafa, Vebla, Toyking $250,000, Dilla Dallas, La Faya Kuma, Hanango Badoji, La Vanibaoji, Ceana, Mitola, Mito, Maba Mito, Vadro. Ngobaya amadekama wagana miohe mionto kwa we hafi wanyo hominya.
Welcome to Ceana TV. You are watching from Ceana Central, hosted by Ofo Steve and Empress Maushi. Ceana, helping build Everland.
Yo, akpa kameraku miawezon. Egba baleke minyana minu funkla miafoga for David ABUSAH, who is vying for the position of the Director of Administration for Ceana. Miaga Dakpe, Manya Glorena Meshameka, Miakpom Trafi de Shia, the Manyaba, the Londonians are here. I can see Amado Miakpom from Ghana. A friend is watching all the way from Ireland. Yeah, there is others watching from Germany and all across the US and Canada. Ita Akbenami. Miano Viado Miakpom from Togo as well. Ita Miadakpe garden. For David, Marco, after me take a break, Marco, a question the card can to a main yapa. Won't and yapa me with a kaye avlimo. They Nakata a coba a nyoba a ye wacha na a doya.
Akbar, Chairman Steve. Mako akpanda na togi ulukujoko agle na mio awe tu afango ya amarka mo kana mio nyonto kwe awe. Ma take development of Everland at very seriously and at heart. Awe dua fango ya akami kata le hamata kweje shibe miafa ngoyi abe Ceana fa hana akami le guma mihiana a very strong leadership. Mara should have a very great expertise. Aro a team of may you have a very good experience. May you identify Ceana for problem. May you come up with a solution to Ceana for problem. Because this organization should not remain stagnant. It should move forward. It should keep moving. Yela in your previous answer, manami some qualities mia bol mayo kata apakapa punami nchi. Rakainya ba problem solving initiative. Problem solving initiative. Nyame kata would claim. Aroma would play. Vaye kobubu vaye. Eka the one place filter hami kata niya. My expertise in problem solving. I take delight in doing that. I don't know. Mahia kukuwe. Enyemanya me can problem face my field. Le call meeting minutes. Meeting record attendance. Couple voting recently. You also what I did. Aro alamakbere secretary team amchi to make work easy for them. My program lo share madom. I like to majina konya expertise. I call help make in here me. No matter I end up in working in a lot of committees. Kakea abomokunamo. I have the problem solving initiative. Ta nemi da konamla. Nyako problem gerela. We'll find solution for it, if not all. At the same time, I'm a result-driven. I have a result-driven mindset. I always aim high, keep on moving. Then we should be ready to celebrate failure. I could have strong to failure. I have an open mind that what can we improve upon? How can we improve upon it? For instance, in the Ceana Convention, what are the key performance indices or indicators? What are the key performance indicators? And then we have a successful convention or failure convention. We should develop a document after every convention so that future convention hosts will now learn from it. Lessons learned. I'm a team player. I collaborate a lot. I devote one information. I work behind the scene to support this Ceana media, especially strong work bear. Strong work bear. I'm one of the consultants. I have a discussion with the University College of Education tool. We discuss the program structure. No matter we have a lot of future plan. Na University College of Education to where nu fialo to romami ha. Unyania. So mala behind and also support them. Nkawenya Ceana problem. What can we do to improve upon the program? Even though you might watch my program live most of the time, I can watch some of the replay. Tanya Gwakle University College of Education told me when I'm a team player, I build bridges to reach out to people and work where there is need, where there is a help. I call for help. Where there is a need for me to give my expertise, my expertise now. Continuous improvement or continuous learning. Fifth, technology we should be able to use Microsoft application, Microsoft platform. I can analyze convention result with attendees. Focus on the first time, Mayuva convention first time. So Mayuva donated Ganami. We track all those things. And I use AI tool, BI tool, and then make a projection. Where I don't expect me for this particular convention. There are a lot of Microsoft tools over there which we can use. We can leverage and use them. I didn't invent the Microsoft, but I know how to use it. I'll bring all those expertise on board. Excuse me. I say I have ownership. That I take every responsibility as if I own it. That I play my part as needed. Last but not the least, I pay attention to detail by virtue of my profession. I carry my profession with me almost all the time. By virtue of I pay attention to detail because I don't want anything to slip by. I'm a fan of reading our meeting minutes. You may take note of action items and I follow through. In my time, action items, so we don't follow all of them through. Some of them fall through the crack. We need to persevere. Let me let them I will track all those things for you. In that case, we will take Ceana to the next level. Fundraising ideas will improve, especially pay attention to the convention attendees. We should start creating those databases and work with those databases. And before convention, how can we reach those people? Fikawe kobale, fikawe gale, miatecha anglo grant, anyway, my list 6 or 7 items na me. When you judge you, use the same yardstick to judge me. No, never have any other question. Feel free and reach out to me. I promise you, if you want a dedicated director of admin, result oriented, someone who take ownership of his job or anything he does, I check all the boxes.
Yo, for David, you were going to have the opportunity to make your closing remarks. You've already made your closing remarks. Nevertheless, they will still give you an opportunity to make a closing remark. Hey, I get it. And let's take some few program notes there. Then when we come back, Manyaba Dan Nicole still have some questions for you. So she would ask you the questions that she have, and then we will give you the opportunity to make your closing remarks. It does appear you've already made a case for yourself, Gake. Yeah. So we'll take a few program notes. Ceana Media has been growing leaps and bounds, and we've been doing a lot of programs. So starting from Friday, on Friday, we have the African Jazz and Traditional Music Panorama, which is hosted by DJ Lawrence Mawinyega. DJ Lawrence Mawinyega. Feedback will throw every 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Lawrence Mawinyega brings you a very relaxing to get you started on your weekend. Right after that, then we dive into Saturday. Saturday, right early and bright. We have Miss Dell, and Sarah comes your way with Health and Wellness Hub. Right after they get off the set, Then we come in. Our usual host is myself, yours truly, Mama Sadiji, who have recused herself for now, and we thank Nicole for stepping in. Right after we get off the set, then Mia Adezo Ayide Ghana, Ayide Mia Da Authentic Mama, you are called Dunenyo Bobobo Show, Akokovenami, all the way from Ghana. They have be Acholes Yajikwa, Kayema for David Nogboblo, Mifa Miastro Vagbe. Mifa Miastro Vagbe comes your way right after the Dunenyo Bobobo show. Right after here, it will be Dunenyo show. Then right after that, Mifa Miastro Vagbe. Dr. Wanyo, Dana, me, Mama Vero, for Cyrus, and that Enyonam will come your way. Then on Sunday evening, our chief host, that Nicole Larba, is African culture that would come your way. So you need to stay tuned. She have a special guest, which is Melba is going to be, she's going to be in the hot seat tomorrow. So please make a date, and I will be joining that. This will be my first time joining that show. So please, you need to come see me in action again tomorrow, and so that we can have a good time with that Melba tomorrow. That she will also tell us a little bit about herself and why she should be chosen and not for David. For David is telling us today why he should be the chosen candidate. So let's listen to it tomorrow. We also have some upcoming. We have the Ghana Fest in New York coming up on August the 2nd, so make a date, and if you're around the East Coast area, come check it out. Ghana Fest at the park. Of course, Nyamanyana Amadaka Lamia Domefifia, you are listening that you have not registered yet. Now by this time you have not registered. I don't know what else you are waiting for. Look, we are just 40 something days away, so it is time for you to register. Number register the 32nd annual Ceana convention is coming on live. It is packed, super packed with fun activities. You just can't mix it. So please make it. Go and register today. Go and register today as quickly as you can. Marco Minyaba Ening. Miaba next week guest we are. Next week we have Miss Frida Mausi Alomele and also Miss Safako Brianna Okai Tamifatu. They are vying for the assistant secretary's position. So they'll be coming on next week, and then the following week will be the secretaries as well. Look, Ceana is all about fundraising, right? We are going to Ceana convention to raise funds. For David had said a few things about how we can raise funds, how we can begin to raise funds. We want to recognize those that have begun to contribute already. We have begun the fundraising. So we want to thank for David, Dr. Victor Doe. He pledged $1,000, and my good self and my dear wife, that Vivian Newman, we have pledged $500. Madame Esther Clue have pledged $100. MJ Lawa $200. Na Okale Fofoi has she has also pledged $100. Dr. Safako Komobie Pomeye, she had already given us $100. Akbena. Yeah, that Melba, she's going to be on tomorrow. She and her husband had pledged $500. Purple Moon had also pledged $500. Sandro Gohoho have given us $100. Madam Rita Winigana Gardner, she has also given us $300. Akpenami, Miaba target this year is 250,000. Fifia, we already have 3,400 in the in the kitty, and we have 246 1,600 to go. So we'd like to thank you. Look, you can pledge and you can send your donations through the handles on the screen. Yeta Akbenami, Miracle, come join us and let's raise 250,000 this year. Miadakbe gada nami. So let me now Akbenami. Manyaba ni for Kenneth. Kenneth Bear is watching from New York, and Joseph Bear is giving you thumbs up. We thank you so much. For Lawrence Dagadu, host of our jazz show every Friday. He does a phenomenal job. So look, you need to tune in on Friday. But please find out from David if he has registered. I spoke with him a few days ago. For David, Marku, for Lawrence, maybe lucky register. Okay, let me turn it over to Nicole for her to ask her closing remark questions, and then you can come in and give us your closing remarks. Nicole.
For David. So after closing, almost your closing, and you've given us everything. One thing I wanted to hear you say, because I may have missed it, is how are you as a team player? Because you are strategic, all the qualification and everything. How are you working with team? How is your team player experience? Or tell us a little bit about how are you a team player? What team player means to you?
Akbe, team player, I mean a lot to me. As a leader, Mahiaba na commander America, unless away for to Hamana Ama. Ye do me like which is a free bonus dollar tala. You cannot command everybody, but you negotiate, talk with the people, let the person see the results. My old playing in a couple of years, I use a project management tool. I can track na machine for the Mazana project management tool. Excuse me. I can track na machine for the at the end of the meeting and the last talk me discussing, okay, what percentage is complete, what percentage is not complete. That you yourself, you are looking at the result. You yourself, you are looking at it. You're not pulling your weight. That in that case, you advise yourself, imagine responsibility you corner ya. Maybe the next meeting you still be scoring 10 or 15% complete. You also wanted to be about 15% complete. So those tools are very, very important. And I'll continue using it. There are, like I said, Microsoft applications only. Let me have a platform so that we need to be tracking track Anya, I feel Majibenye Kutuku, you don't want to be the person playing the last track or So team playing strategy, I work on a lot. Now in 2022, that was the strategy I used. Because you might have the opportunity to talk about Ceana conventional. Houston 2022, we plan it within 6 months. We plan within 6 months. That is from March. At the end of March, we have only 3 people who registered for the Ceana 2022 convention. Had it not been my team playing technology, I spoke to people across the bridges. We use 6 months. Within 6 months, what can we do? Apart from me reserve a hotel at Darila. First person registered middle of March. In March ending 2022, I'm at register. But we were able to pull it through and able to organize the best conversion in recent time. The best ever conversion in recent time. That team playing technology I work now. Now, whatever we are doing we are doing a lot of work, but we need to improve upon the quality of what we're doing. We need to improve upon the quality of the job we are doing. Global scholarship convention and project. We need to focus on all those. That's what is going to attract more people. Because people are still sitting on the fence. No, we miakwera. But if they start seeing results, they will jump on the board and come and help us. They will jump on board and donate money when we need it. So that in that case, every time like we have new people coming on board with a fresh blood. In conclusion, look out for the most experienced person. Look out for making it understand Ceana's problem. Look out for who has Ceana's solution, who has solution to Ceana's problem, and people who is able to mobilize. If I can mobilize people for us to organize a convention in 6 months, it means I can do everything. I can do a lot, not everything. I can do a lot. Now you might have time to talk about the youth empowerment. We need to come up with a program to bring aboard our young adults, so that we can carry them along with us. I have all those ideas.
Yeah, I would love to bring you back. I would love to bring you back because that's one of the things that is dear to me. I would love to bring you back so that I can hear those ideas, because it is very, very important, especially for the youth and the scholarship. So I'll bring you back for us to do that. So you've been too serious for me, okay? So you've been too serious. I want you to relax a little bit. You're about to go and get your afternoon going. So tell me, what do you miss most? In Ghana, when you go back home, how often do you go back? You've been here for a while. What do you miss most, back in Ghana?
What I miss most is your mother.
I see.
The sweet time I miss your mother most, your mother was in 2014. Time I played the convention in 2014 at Denver. Always to small at a man. With that kind of word I hear from my mother, I encourage now. Because at the convention 2024, Denver, we went there. I put her and she was surprised and she was impressed. Not only do she would donate a lot of money to support Ceana. I miss my mother a lot. And maybe authentic abolo chogana.
I was gonna ask you, what is your favorite food? So is that abolo the authentic one is your favorite food, or what is your favorite food, or it's different? Is that abolo?
Abolo.
Abolo
is my favorite. Every time I gonna imagine abolo flanara.
So you don't kudo. You have to eat it with something. What is your favorite soup that what do you eat it with?
Abolo play atadi super.
Abolo.
No ganye amadechire. Ooh, that's great. Abolo is authentic. It's good.
Okay, so me I make all it down Dallas. Make sure I'm Amadesi. Register. I'm hoping you already registered. So hopefully you're gonna have some Amadeshi. Somebody knows how to do authentic abolo. Prepare that so that we can get it for David, some authentic abolo and Amadeshi. So we talk about your mother. What about activities in Ghana? What are the things that you love to do in back home? As far as traditional, what are activities that you love to do?
Asobo, Kakea, let me touch on visiting families and friends, old friends. Yeah, I try to my visit your old friends, so no tomato you can hear some kind of motivation. Roger, let me put it this way. Me Roger. And if I have the chance to do go with you, I encourage you in terms of so strong. And what I'm trying to champion of late in year, me a promoter of me view because I'm still surprised me. I can even do vignola don't feel good more but dome to my liking. Kakao do matola Ghana mo but do more my challenge now. Benare do if they able to keep a do for some time and give them a present. That interact with the young folks who And then Anna Obano Duhugba. And there's something very dear to my heart. She can follow through these days.
Okay, enyo. So mi dakpe, mi la trova mi agba troklo hare. You have more detail because the experience that you have, no matter what happened, we want to bring you back so that we can, learn and see what we got to do. So we thank you very much for your time. Mi dakpe no, Milan no, not still now. We still want to officially give you your closing comment. Your short, high level and closing comment came by me yeji.
Ayo, nada hakuna mikata. But your plan V, for another time, I'm available. Tani you the convenient no namanya. I will make myself available. Nya close remark nyaba. Ceana san arosi na kwa domi la marka maka alo
for David, Madakukulo, after over closing remarks, for Lawrence Dagadu be a question there. Ever have you registered? Afi Makboba any Kofi Homanuhaba Mabiaba. Do you have a youth group and youth program in Houston? And would you care to share some of the achievements? With closing remarks. Afi Makboba Yovuga Halakaji, he's normally joins and Dunenyo Bobobo. Akpeno for joining us. She'll be right after we get off. Yeah, need the patience. Akpe now have a good job, guys. Keep it up. Thank you so much. For David Mariku, if you can combine all those questions in your closing remarks, please.
Ayo, questions also go like we say. My focus on okay, I'm going to talk about screen Nigeria. The question to Mr. Kofi Hamanua, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Getting the youth for no would blame me very challenging. All along him na a little bit agile play. Let me run 2022 was the first time he published Ceana United. Ceana the young adult. Here's a group. Anyway, that's the first time he published executive Ceana young adults. Would you know you were Ceana youth hotel? I'm trying to go to Ceana Novio, yes. Ceana, that was the first time he published executive picture Ceana magazine. My main speaker was a youth. We look around, let's select a youth. Even though my first choice was younger than me, medical doctor, he is still a youth. And Abanami a lot of hope. We youth program around in a separate room along. So anyway, we do a lot of things. Now, thank you, Bajo. We are still losing some of them again. Let me tell you the gist of it. What we started doing in Houston, we divide the youth into three categories. We divide the youth into three categories year group. Each year group, we are trying to monitor them. Then program, I'm going to program it to be age group specific. If that program is ideal for 24 to 40 years, it will be to them. If the other program is from 14 to 23, we have a program to cover all the age groups. That we are trying to categorize them in three different age groups. In that case, we can do programs which are very, very specific to over age group. In that case, we are hoping to get a maximum participation. Then they can easily transition into a larger group. At one time, we were trying to young review. We are trying to bring the young ones. She cannot be adult to me meeting no movie pom la no movie pom It could be on Ghanaian culture. It could be anything. On the movie, Kakama Jijua. The family want a meeting. But anyway, to talk a long matter short, yes, we have a program which we are working on, but it's a working in progress. And the church and Madam, recently the church was complaining, but they also having problem bringing the young adults on board. That it is a big challenge. We have to be strategic. I organize a program to bring all the young adults on this thing. Working on the youth will be something. No, but here we can even develop a mentorship program. But anyway, it's something we have to do in collaboration with core and secretariat. We see how we can do that mentorship program in such a way, but young adults to educate them. But in the nutshell, we have a lot to talk about more than this hour. Do not lose focus. Nobody should lose focus. Mayo kan vagaba d'accord. Nemi dogo August 29. Mayo kan vagaba d'accord. Ye mayo kanya influencer so. Yo banamu influence gahan. Make the right choice. Don't use the opportunity to influence people just because but you can influence people to vote for one particular person. It is not a beauty contest. Neither is it popularity context. Yeah, doc when you are Ceana to the next level. Yeah, yes, this higher him take it serious because other tribes with their copying us. Many new other group Aquapimine, Ashanti Grove. Many new moleta. It will interest you to know, but Temekeme convention like Houston, like Dallas. That same period, there is another of a group. They will be doing convention in a hotel not far away from where we'll be. That near 1 year they are trying to copy the same thing. That near a blaranchi take me out seriously move to the next level so that always will be ahead of them. Because right now we are going for over 30 years anniversary convention. So they are now starting and they are now learning from us. They are using our playbook. So what can we do to remain ahead of them at all the time? Not a competition, but what are the areas, which area can we improve on? Shike Anabe Miafwe group Mother Association, Ceana organization. And what are we doing to bring other young associations on board? 20 associations is not enough. 20 associations is not enough. We need to get more. We need to recruit more associations. That Akwe.
Akpe for David, me adakpe garden now. Yeah, me I apologize to some of you who are tuning in to watch Dunenyo Bobobo. We are going right to Ghana right after a few minutes when we get off it. Please stay tuned and we'll be going right to Dunenyo Bobobo. Akpenami, Maroko miawe akpedemi angumi wo egbato, mi de kukunami ba egba mi wo. We spend a little over time. Please stay tuned. Echo Melba would be in the hot seat tomorrow. Steve Mako Nicole Miaga Dogo next week. Thank you so much for watching. Nicole, take us home.
Oh, me apologize because of the echoing, muting and coming back. So I apologize. Me dak pena mi apata me si me dak pena fo David, me dak pena obe over ou de no gomena mi jesio plus que avant. Mi ave collé c'est French. Me dak pena me si me dak pena me kele kame me si me ke no kame. Emi be esoa Damel Balejano Africulture les filles. Mi va 16h 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. GMT, mi ameko le Ghana Togo kuto mi va ne mi avase. Mi se efo David egbe mi se ben ko esoa mi va mi avase da Melba chaben ko le Africulture mi gba mankeo. Donc mi a bena maune for mi a no sesere mi a dogo eso. Mi a yi programme aller continuer tia ezan le do en ni a gamere donc mi be bye mi dak pena mi apata lo efo Steve. Festive, bye. We will talk later.
love to stay with you. I really have to go.